Picture Exchange Communication System, PECS. What is PECS? PECS is a type of augmentative and alternative form of communication using visual symbols or pictures to teach the learner to communicate with parents, caregivers, teachers, and peers. It is used as an alternative method for functional communication for the wants and needs of the individual.
Broad theories and frames of reference. PECS falls under PEO. It focuses on person, environment, and occupation by adapting the form of communication that the child is utilizing as a form of expression. The therapist is supporting communication by teaching a person with little or no ability to communicate how to use pictures as a form of effective communication. It also falls under social learning theory. The therapist enables communication from the child through observations. The child will gain knowledge on communication by observing and through cues and modeling. This method will assist the child in interactions with others and increase social participation. PECS is commonly used with autistic individuals, adults with speech, language, or communication deficits, and children with speech, language, or communication deficits. The team will consist of an occupational therapist or a partner, the client, and a prompter. What is needed? You will need a PECS board and any items that you will be using during this session for that specific client.
Jonah, I'm Zoila, your occupational therapist. Today we're going to be working over Picture Exchange Communication Systems, which is PECS, and we're going to be using these pictures here to work on communicating better. Is that okay?
Phase 1. This phase uses items that are motivating to the individual. In this case, we used a water bottle, a phone, and a tablet.
So we're going to start off with this one, which is for a phone. If you need a phone, you will give me this and I will give you the phone in return. Does that sound like a plan?
The prompter will reach by using hand-over-hand method to reach for the photo, then to release the photo to the partner's hand to get the item into their hand. The goal is to teach the learner to pick up the picture, reach, and release the picture into the communicative partner's hand. Start off with one picture in the book. Use different reinforcers if their interest needs to be changed. The partner will then give the reinforced praise when done correctly. The partner will reduce the prompting until the child can independently use just the picture. Practice this phase during playtime. To set up the environment to increase motivation, keep using reinforcers in view but out of reach. Again, the goal of this phase is for them to use the photo to give to the partner in order to receive the item into their hand independently. Phase 2. This phase uses items that the client favors, but it adds a distance to travel. It is a destination that the client will be going to and from. We will be using a phone and a water bottle. The learner will learn how to travel with their PECS book to communicate to their partner. The goal is to teach the person different distances to their PECS book to bring to the partner, also having them travel through different obstacles. If the learner gives the partner the incorrect photo for the desired item, still proceed to give them the item, and if they do not want that item, redirect them to get the proper photo. Continue this phase until the learner can independently select the photo that matches the desired item. Phase 3. This phase works on picture discrimination by using simple discrimination and conditional discrimination. Phase 3A is simple discrimination, and Phase 3B is conditional discrimination. Phase 3A teaches picture discrimination between highly preferred picture icon and a non-preferred icon. Usually, the non-preferred icon is also known as a distractor. Both pictures will be on the book at the same time. If the child exchanges the distractor photo, the partner will give the distractor item and then proceed with the error correction. the communicative partner will prompt the learner to exchange the preferred photo. For example, they lift the correct photo, match it with the item in hand, then place it back. If the learner keeps choosing the distractor photo, use a blank photo instead. For Phase 3B, the communicative partner will teach picture discrimination between two reinforcer items. If the learner picks up the photo of what they want, they'll do a correspondence check by holding out the tray with both items and say, "Take it." If the learner reaches for the wrong item, block access and continue with error correction. Prompt the picture exchange of the item the learner reaches for and ask them to perform an action that allows them to exchange the pictures again and do another corresponding check. If the learner reaches for the corresponding item, praise them and allow them to take it. Phase 4. The child learns to construct simple sentences using an I want picture plus a picture of the item being requested. The goal of this phase is to introduce sentence structures, promote verbalization, and monitor the progress of the child. Once the learner forms the sentences, the communicative partner will then point at each word, read aloud, and give desired item if done correctly. Not demonstrated in this video, but between Phase 4 and 5, there's an attribute and language expansion, which is for individuals to learn to expand their sentences by adding adjectives, verbs, and preposition.
I want drink water.
Phase 5. The child learns to use PECS to answer the question, "What do you want?" During this phase, the communicative partner asks, "What do you want?" and the goal is to slowly increase the delay between the point and the question.
I want book.
Phase 6. Now the child is taught to comment in responses to questions such as, "What do you see?" "What do you hear?" and "What is it?" The child learns make-up sentences starting with "I see," "I hear," "I feel."
What do you see?
The goal of this last phase is to promote spontaneous comments.
I see phone. I see the phone too. How do you feel?
As the learner gets more practice, you will notice a faster response in their answers using the PECS.
I feel relaxed. What do you want?
A PECS board is usually done on a Velcro board in a notebook, but in this scenario, we are using a flat table with selected cards and a distinguished binder.
I want sleep. I think it's time for a nap. Yes.
Now here is an example
Do you like
of the
breakfast,
conversation.
lunch, or dinner? Breakfast, okay. Do you like waffles? Yes. Do you like toast? Oh, no toast. Okay. Do you like eggs? Yes, me too. Do you like orange juice? Oh, me too. I love orange juice. Do you like milk? No? Oh, it's okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today, Jonah.